Down, down, finance bill. 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 Down, down, finance bill.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your always great support. I usually don't take it for granted. By supporting me in this video, ensure you like the video. I have realized that sometimes you bump into the video, you watch and you forget liking the video. I'm just reminding you, by supporting me in this video, ensure you like the video. Thank you so much for that like. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know very well that today is the day. And as young men and several Kenyans are looking at the picture of today, how the so-called Occupy Parliament demonstration is going to rock the day, already William Ruto, early in the morning, is already meeting his members of parliament. And remember, these members of parliament, they're being convinced to at least start this narrative that they have already removed certain taxes there. But now, as we speak, already the GSU police officers, General Service Unit officers, they're now taking over the CBD, and they are all over. As you can see the photos, you can see water cannons all over. You can see the GSUs all over the parliament, all over the CBD, where they are expecting the young men and women, especially this is being generated by young men coming out to castigate the government of the day. Remember one thing, as you can watch the video, they're warming up.
Down, down, finance bill. 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 Hey! Come guerrilla, Yamasa, jump guerrilla, Yamasa, na finance bill, Kanyaga, na finance bill, Kanyaga, na finance bill, Maliza.
At the same time, you can see the police officers are by stand. Remember one thing, we expected the police officers to announce their stand yesterday, but they kept quiet. What was the signal? The signal is, this is not about any politician. This is about Kenyans. And I want to give you something that is very complex. You know, some people are saying that police officers led by Japhet Koome or the police commander of Nairobi County, Adamson Bungei, never gave their press briefing. Do you know the reason? I've seen some people saying the reason is that they have realized that those who are trying to mobilize the so-called Occupy Parliament demonstration, these are just people who usually being supported by some individuals who are feeling like the government of the day is not good on their side. At the same time, I've seen some people accusing Bonface Ouma being a person who mobilized, but at the end of the time, he will not be there because he's being paid to mobilize, but he will not be there. But remember one thing, though those people might be right or wrong, but something that is very crucial here, remember this maandamano or demonstration, so-called Occupy Parliament demonstration, is about the people. It is not about the politician. Can you name for me any politician who will come forward to lead that demonstration? No one. Even if they will manage to plan this behind the scene, remember one thing, it is not at all about the politician. It is about the people. And the people are coming out to tell these politicians, members of parliament, we elected MPs, we never elected MPs. And it is time that you must realize that you are elected to serve our interest, not the interest of William Ruto. No matter you want taxes, we are not rejecting the taxation. That is number one. You know, I've seen some people reasoning as if they were not educated. No one is rejecting taxation. We are rejecting finance bill of the year 2024-2025 financial year. So those who are coming out to castigate us saying that we are rejecting taxes, we are not rejecting taxes. Despite of you deploying the police officers around the parliament, around the CBD, mark one thing. Remember, it is about the people. I've seen photos circulating in social media how the CBD is on a standstill. Already William Ruto is meeting his members of parliament at Statehouse. Remember, even if it will not be today, but the people are seeing. People are now realizing that when we elected these members of parliament, they usually serve the interest of the president of the day. And it is our time to remind these members of parliament that if they try passing the finance bill without interrogating, you know, as we are storming the street, it is that we are calling for interrogation of this finance bill. We are not totally rejecting this finance bill because there is no country can survive without taxation. That is it. So those who are thinking like we are castigating the government of the day to shut down all the finance bill, not like that. This finance bill must be carefully interrogated. Let not all these members of parliament just to come out and rush and pass the finance bill. Then later on, they will just come out, start complaining. Time is now. Let them interrogate. Let them come out very cautiously. Understand what are these. I've seen several members of parliament are now going through this finance bill. Remember, as the way William Ruto said, the conversation about taxation is a big, let me say it is a big conversation now about taxation. The same way that these members of parliament, the conversation is that, can you read the finance bill? You know, we don't want this government, led by William Ruto, to manipulate your mind. They read for you, they force you to vote, then later on, we find ourselves in dangers. Why? Because you find now, we are being told that several taxes has been already removed, like vehicle taxation, additional VAT on bread taxation, and several other things that now we are being told that they have removed. But remember one thing, we are telling them, sisi si wajinga, we must storm the parliament. Hata kama watarusha tear gas, I've seen them storming, surrounding the parliament. Remember one thing that Kindiki Kithure said.
The kind of anger we have caused in this country, I dread, God forbid, is the kind of anger that made the citizens of Burkina Faso to burn down parliament. And when the president of Burkina Faso, that was 3 years ago, I'm not talking about prehistory. When the president of Burkina Faso heard the parliament is in flames, he fled. His name is Blaise Compaoré. That's how he was voted out of office, by fire. Mr. Speaker, history is replete with strong generals and powerful kings and monarchs who have been brought down by the power of the people. And Mr. Speaker, today I want to remind them of a man called Belshazzar, a man who God favored to be king in the book of Daniel. Instead of being grateful that God has honored you among so many millions of citizens to be their leader, he entertained a government that was so divisive, so oppressive. And he did a big party and called all the important men whose fathers and mothers were important people at that time. And the Bible says he made a feast. And he entertained them in that feast and even went on to commit sacrilege by using the utensils that had been taken from the temple to commit and drink the drink of fornication using the vessels taken from the temple. Mr. Speaker, as they were enjoying, as they were making merry, as the deep state was celebrating, as the system was celebrating, suddenly, and I say suddenly, there is going to be a war in this country.
So let them understand that it is no longer about the Raila Amolo Odinga demonstration. It is not about the demonstration of Azimio. It is not about the demonstration of teachers. It is demonstration of Kenyans. Kenyans, they have decided enough is enough. We are not going to go back. We are going to press these members of parliament. We are going to squeeze them into tight corner. That it is no longer about them. It is about us. It is no longer about the president. It is about us. It is no longer about the Kenya Kwanza government. It is about us. Because I've realized that sometimes we have members of parliament who are supporting the government of the day. Even some policies are not good for the people. But what they will do, they will come out just to support the policies of the government. Even despite of them coming out to destroy our country, they will just support it. So we are just watching and updates. We will be bringing updates every time as things continue to unfold. We're just waiting what are the next steps, because we are being told these members of parliament are going to start discussing this after their press briefing. They're going to have the press briefing at noon, 12 noon. Then after that, they're going to the National Assembly, and that is the time they're going to discuss, and maybe they can vote. But now we are waiting. Either they vote yes or no, so that we can understand what are these taxes they have imposed to us. So we are so keen, the way William Ruto alisema wajinga wameisha Kenya hii, hata wa Kenya si wajinga sasa, wanaelewa everything. So we are just watching keenly how things will unfold. But as we speak now, the GSUs have surrounded the parliament, and it is not something that is secret. They are planning to disrupt the maandamano, but we are watching. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Bye bye till you meet in another video.